Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. It's time for a quick shout out to some of our friends. B&B Auto Sales, your muscle car connection in Brookings, South Dakota. Above the Notch Car Club, a car club for auto enthusiasts in northern New Hampshire. The New Hampshire Muscle Car Club, the largest muscle car club in all of New England. MGM Classic Cars in Addison, Illinois. Visit mgmclassiccars.com today. Beach Hill Automotive in Bethlehem, New Hampshire, specializing in the repair, service, and towing of muscle cars and classic cars. Absolute Auto Body and Collision Repair in St. Johnsbury, Vermont. And lastly, I am your independent Amsoil dealer. Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. And last but not least, if you decide to advertise with the Muscle Car Podcast, this could be part of your advertising message. Well, good evening and welcome to the podcast. I'm really glad you're here. I have a robust lineup of muscle car entertainment on tap for you tonight. But before we get into all of that, I want to make sure that everything is working properly. So if you can see my face and hear my voice, I'm going to ask you to leave a comment. Let me know where you're viewing this from and whether you are a first-time viewer or a regular viewer. Now, to our first-time viewers, if this is your first time with us tonight, I hope you have a great time, and I hope you decide to join us here each and every Wednesday night. We go live every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. to 8 different places across Facebook and YouTube. So wherever you're viewing this next Wednesday night, just circle back, and we'll be here waiting for you. Now, of course, to our regular viewers who are here week after week, month after month, and season after season, you guys are the ones who make this possible, and we so very much appreciate that. We don't have any comments coming in, so let's bring our friends on. Gentlemen, how are we all doing tonight?
Very good.
Good. Nice to see everybody here. Cool. Oh, I can just barely hear you, Virgil. Can everybody hear me okay? Can we all hear each other okay?
I can hear you, Mike. No problem.
Yep. How about better now?
Much better.
All
excellent.
right. Yep.
And Virgil, I can hear you perfectly.
All right.
Yeah, I can hear everybody good.
I can hear you, Rob. No problem.
Excellent. Good deal. Yeah, sounds like we're in business here. Good deal. We can get the party started, so to speak. Well, cool. So let's get right into item number one. We've got a lot of things to look at tonight. Item number one is an interview I did earlier today. If any of you are familiar with your local newsstand, there's a magazine called AUTABUY Magazine. It's just loaded with classified ads for classic cars, muscle cars, things like that. Now, I've been talking with them for a while, and they finally agreed to come on for an interview. Now, they couldn't make it with us live tonight, so we pre-recorded something earlier today. Let me cue that up. We'll take a look, and then we'll respond to it together on the other side of it. We'll just get this queued up here. This is when we need that Jeopardy music to come in and fill in the time for us here. It's funny, the first video always takes a moment to load for some reason.
Oh, I got you.
Hey, we are here today with John with AUTABUY Magazine, and they do an excellent magazine. I wish I had my copy handy because their August edition just came in, and it's a great. He's got one right there. There we go. Nice. That's a great effect. I love it. So, John, tell us a little bit about AUTABUY Magazine, and when you're finished doing that, tell us about the backstory, how this all got started, and how it came to be where it is now.
Well, thank you for this opportunity. The ownership here, which I'm not part of, but the ownership here had 30 years ago, Deals on Wheels publication. And that everybody in the United States knew Deals on Wheels publication. They actually had 3 different books, Deals on Wheels. They had a truck book, and then they had Specialty Auto, which was mostly custom cars and stuff like that. And then about 20 years ago, they sold that publication off, that group of the magazines. I actually worked in the graphics department way back then as a graphic artist in that publication. And then years later, they had so many clients come back to them and say, gee whiz, you know, the people you sold the magazine to have raised the rates and the magazine isn't being ran the way it used to. We really wish you'd start another one. So about 13 years ago, they went and started AUTABUY Magazine. And here we are today.
Wonderful. That's amazing, and it sounds like it's very successful. And this is all across the U.S. and Canada. Do I understand that correctly?
You are correct. Yes, yes. We are in all of the Walmarts. We're supposed to be in all the Walgreens, Barnes and Noble, and then our regional distributors are the ones that decide which convenience stores and different outlets that it goes into. So a lot of times people will call us up and say, I'm in name a city. Can you tell me which store I can go buy it in? Well, we typically can't. We can just give you the ones that I just gave you, and then we just tell them, just the easiest way is just to subscribe. It's much cheaper than paying the newsstand price anyway.
For sure. And I'll tell you,
we do have through subscriptions. We actually have magazines that go all over the world. We have quite a bit of people. The magazine goes to Europe and South Africa and that kind of thing.
Beautiful. And I'll tell you, one of the things I like about being a subscriber to AUTABUY Magazine is my copy comes in probably 2 or 3 weeks before it appears on the newsstand, at least here in the Northeast.
Do you have a first class? Does yours come in an envelope, or are you getting it it just comes just like this?
Just like this, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in fact, you could go with a first class subscription, costs about twice as much, and you'd get it a week earlier.
Really?
Yes.
That's amazing. For someone who's doing some serious car shopping, that can give you a huge advantage and a jump over people who are picking it up on the newsstand.
Yes and no. And the reason I say that is, yes, you get the printed copy way earlier, but every car that is in this magazine is on our website the day we print the magazine.
Wow.
So if you just really follow what's online, you have the opportunity to buy anything or see anything that's going to come out in the magazine.
That's useful information right there. So
yes.
Someone who's doing some serious car shopping, be on your website. That's the way to get the information the quickest.
Yes. And the website and our publication is a really great snapshot of what is being viewed and what is being looked for and for sale out there right now. We've never had a meeting here. I've been here 12 years. We've never had a meeting where we've said, right now, maybe we don't have as much Mustang action, or maybe we don't have as much tri-year Chevy stuff that we wish we had. So when you look at the magazine or you look at our website, I mean, that is truly an organic snapshot of what is being sold and offered right now.
In real time.
Yes, in real time. Yes.
Excellent. Well, cool. I appreciate your coming on, John. And we're going to do a segment here a little later in the podcast, and we're going to talk about some of the current cars that are offered in the magazine.
Great.
Cool deal.
Thank you for the opportunity.
All right. Stay tuned, everyone.
Is that how your friends from Australia find about all the cars in North America?
That could very well be. But yeah, Rob, since you had the comment, I'll give you the first reaction to what we were just looking at.
Oh, I think that's a great idea, because you get a choice of vehicles you want to look at. It's better than driving from lot to lot. You get to go through and get to pick what you want to go see.
There you go.
For sure. And it's just loaded with ads and more ads. And have any of you guys seen this at your local newsstand?
I haven't.
I haven't. They don't have it at the Shaws here in town.
Sure.
I might have to go your route and do the ordering, do the subscription there. Get it at my house there.
Sure. And continue, Virgil. Did you have reactions to what we were just looking at, or?
Yeah, nothing like a printed copy, I mean, online is great, but I'm still, I would tell people I was born in the 1900s, something about the feel of the, feel of like the Auto Trader or the,
absolutely,
or the, I used to look at the deals on Wheels,
yeah,
and just the feel of the copy is still something different for me. I love looking online because you get the, you get the continental United States here, so. But yeah, but still a great magazine. I'll be looking this up. I got it up right now.
Yeah, for sure. And check out their web. Oh, there we go. Yes. Yes. And then Michael, the reaction?
Yeah. I used and this is when I was a teenager. Used to get the Car and Driver and all the other magazines that they had there, and I kind of miss that because I used to be right up with everything. But with magazines, I would love to get a magazine like that. That'd be great. The only thing is, I don't have no room in the apartment, because I like to keep them and keep them and keep them, and then use them as a reference when I see a car. Okay, I got this car. What the heck year is this? And then I could probably use that, and then I could say, oh, wow, that's the same style and everything. This is probably the same year. It makes it a little easier when you have a stockpile and if you have a hard time identifying a year on a car.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And yeah, for anyone who is curious, here's how you find them. These are some copies of their magazine, and the website there is right on the bottom. Yeah, for sure. And yeah, so now we're on item number 2. We're going to do some quick announcements, and this is the time, of course, of the podcast where Rob will talk to us about Amsoil. You're feeling ready, Rob?
I'm ready.
Excellent. I'm going to put you full screen.
Okay. Number of people know all about Amsoil, and this month Amsoil has a special. Every month they have some kind of special. Last month it was a little handy dandy screwdriver you got when you order. But this month, if anybody orders just $45 worth, you get it shipped right to your house. Now people ask us, how many different products does Amsoil have? Well, if you get a hold of Mike, you can get one of these magazines. And in the magazines, we'll tell you about the Signature Oil, Exile Oil, the Racing, Z-Rod High Zinc Oil. Also in the book is motorcycle oil, boat oil, ATV oil, automatic transmission fluid. You name it, Amsoil's got it for products. They have a number of products. So if anybody wants one of these magazines on Mike's website, you can sign up and have it sent right to you. And in here is the price. It tells you in this price what the product retails for, and as a preferred customer, you can order it directly from Amsoil. And if you order $49 worth, you get it shipped to you free. Now, if you have a commercial or retail business and you want the bigger magazine, gives you a little bit more detail about the products that we do have available, get a hold of Mike. He'll send this one to you too. This one's also available.
Absolutely. Links in the description to everything he's talking about.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's a great value, the preferred customer program. It's a great way to get the best possible discounts. And the preferred customers right now are getting free shipping with every order over $49 until the 15th of the month.
Yes, and we have a lot of products.
Yeah, for sure. In fact, before we switch gears, when you say a lot of products, that's kind of a quick snapshot of what you mean by that.
Yep. And that's an old one. You don't see the easy squeeze bottles in there yet. You don't see the Z-Rod oil in there yet. We have a high mileage oil now. We have 2 new European oils just came out. We have an oil for hybrid cars because the engines on the hybrid cars are going to run hotter than the regular cars because they're shutting off and on all the time. So they're going to need a special oil, and it's a 0W16 that's got to take a higher temperature. We've had it available for about 5 years.
So they're constantly expanding their product line to accommodate new things and things that people are interested in.
Yes.
Cool deal. And before we get back to the program, there's an image here that Rob sent me earlier in the week. I thought everyone would enjoy. This is a cool car event they had in Jupiter, Florida to honor Burt Reynolds.
You got to like that movie.
Yeah, that's such a great movie.
That was one of the classics. And look at the second car in line.
Yes, the topless Buick.
Yep.
Yeah.
They actually took a car and cut that to put it in the parade. And the driver in it also looks like the original guy driving it with the police hat on and everything.
Yeah. Good times, man. Well, cool. So we are on item number 3. And our good friend who's in here with us tonight, Michael Delage, took some images last night at a car show. And before we look at these images, Mike, you want to talk us up real quick, get us up to speed?
Yes. I haven't been to this car show all year. This is the first event at this particular show I went to. And they have a field that they normally park in, and they actually have another field, and it's never loaded. The second field was all loaded up last night, too. So this was like a really nice, comfortable night. A lot more people came out than normal, and it was a wide variety of cars. I mean, everything from convertibles to European with 2 Saabs that were there. you name it, even a tractor trailer that was a Dodge, and Rolls Royce. So you had a bunch of all kinds of vehicles there, and it was a good variety. I wish I got pictures of everything, but you know, I ended up taking 698 photos roughly, and I got 41 individual cars. So you know, as I was saying, I think I got a good assortment of variety out there. So,
Excellent. Well, cool. Yeah, let's take a look at that. Yeah, so thank you so much to Michael for those images. We really appreciate that. That was a great montage.
it was a
Let's
great show.
start with Virgil for a reaction.
Oh, yeah, some great cars. Actually, I've seen 6 of them on there, but I'm gonna just go with the couple.
Ah,
There
Let
was
me see if
I
I can
think it
find
had
it.
a Studebaker with flames on there, or an Avant.
yes,
Yeah.
that was a Studebaker. Let me go in my files here. I'll tell you exactly what kind of model that was.
There we go. You passed it up.
Let's see, Studebaker, where are you?
What is that?
All right, it's a Studebaker, a 1957 Studebaker Silverhawk.
Silverhawk. Okay. I guess the Avant has a different front lights and everything. Always been a weird car for me. But yes, that one there. And then that Regal was very nice.
And that Regal, I can get that right now too. I know that was a later model. Let me go
just
in
to
the
see
file.
those Regals. Back home in California, they take those Regals and they make lowriders out of those.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
the bouncy front ends and everything.
Yep, they got bouncy front ends. See how high you can go, or just sit around, go 3-wheel motion, and just have a lot of fun with them.
Nice.
Well, Virgil, that is an 86.
86. Oh yeah, the 86 limited Regal. Oh, those are sought after car right now.
Sweet. And Rob, reactions?
Oh, it looked like a good place. Looked nice, clean. Grass is good. Looked like the weather was terrific. The third vehicle was an Oldsmobile. It looked pretty good, I thought.
See if I can find that. Well, that black one, is that it?
I don't know what those two were. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
And you don't see a lot of convertibles at a show, but you had a lot of convertibles. Was it convertible night or something? There's a lot of
well, it was a nice night. It wasn't too high. It wasn't too cold. So it was perfect for a convertible show and everything. Let's see. There was one that was interesting too. It's called a Hump Mobile. That was a yellow convertible, but they had the top up.
It wasn't that one. No, that's like a British thing, isn't it? Triumph or something?
And I'm looking for that Oldsmobile right now to get the exact year for you.
That GTO you just passed.
That's the one. I was admiring that one. Yeah.
Yes. They're not a popular car around, but it was a good looking car.
Yeah.
I've seen a few of those go on the auction right now, Rob, on the Mecum auction.
Oh yeah.
And, those judges went for a lot of money.
I believe it. And is this a Javelin right here?
Or is this
no,
Celica?
that is a Toyota Celica, 1977.
Yeah, Celica.
Oh,
really?
But the flares on there, they really went to that Japanese route on that one.
Yeah.
And the back end, it's unique on that car, which a lot of people think it's actually a Mustang because it has a similar back end. With
that back quarter, that looks like a Mustang kind of.
So what year was that gas truck?
That gas truck, that was a 38. Yes, 38, and the model is a Dodge, and the particular model is RE31.
Oh,
and that Oldsmobile that you were questioning, that Oldsmobile is a 1964 Oldsmobile Cutlass.
Wow. Very nice.
Nice car show.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, thanks again, Mike. We appreciate that.
Not a problem. And we had one black car that was kind of long, but I didn't get the very good front because I wanted to get the whole angle of the car from front to back. And that was a Rolls Royce that was there. That was a 38. Nice. Oh, Virgil, the mic is off again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, your mic's off, Virgil. Or maybe he's talking to a family member or something.
Yeah.
While we're waiting on him, let's see. We're on item number 4. You guys are going to like this car. It's a 1970 Plymouth GTS, and it's a Restomod. Wait till you see what they've done with this. This is for sale by our friends over at MGM Classic Cars. And let me get that queued up. You guys are going to like this one. The color, nothing subtle about this color. Let's take a look. And the color is just the start.
Guys, gals, today I got something really, really special. As you can see, it's a 1970 GTX on steroids.
Oh,
what do I mean by that? Well, here's your power plant. Supercharged Hemi SRT8 Hellcat motor, professionally installed on this beautiful, beautiful GTX. And wait till we go for a test drive and hear this motor whine out on that blower supercharger. The paint on this beautiful car is a 10. The chrome, the grille, the trim, the dog dish wheels that match the car, the infamous GTX logo, which is one of the biggest logos for a muscle car in its era. Underneath is all body color. As you can see there, the full rotisserie restoration that has been completed. I'm going to continue to go over the car here with you. Everything on this car is really in pristine condition. All the glass, all the trim, the dash pad inside, the carpet, the bucket seats, the paint, like I said, dual exhaust, sounds amazing on this car. And actually a friend of mine built this car. One heck of a job. My hat's off to Kevin. Been around these cars for 30 plus years, and this is one of the finest ones I've seen. Look at this thing. Top shelf, guys. If you've been looking for a pro touring car, it's got an automatic 3-speed 727 reverse valve mild shift kit. Just a lot of cool stuff. First place winner over at the World of Wheels 2023. I believe we have a photo of that somewhere as well. I'm gonna fire this thing up really quick. I just want you to hear it, and then we're gonna go for a beautiful test drive on this gorgeous day. Woo! How can you not get excited about this? Are you freaking kidding me? The body lines on a 1970 is where it's at. Beautiful square body. No complaints here. As you can see, the air grabber setup. It does have exhaust cutouts, electronic exhaust cutouts as well. Meticulous. Lord. Oh! Come on now. Man, this is nuts. Guys, honestly, that was like not even a tenth of a throttle. Jesus, Kevin, what did you create here? Woo! So it's a manual shift, guys. Like I said, 3-speed 727. This thing is quiet as can be as well. That's the whole point of a Hellcat. U-turn here. Woo, baby. You guys ready? Guys, that was 80 miles an hour. I just rolled the throttle 25%. We're gonna head back to the dealership, guys. This thing is insane. I can't believe I'm driving this beautiful car. You guys gotta love it, man. This job is awesome. Well, we're gonna head back to the dealership. If you guys need financing, go to mgmclassiccars.com. If you need a delivery quote, call me or text me at 847-848-1850. Text me your zip code and I'll get you a quote. Thanks for watching mgmclassiccars.com. My name is Thomas. Have a wonderful day.
Yeah, thank you so much to Thomas for that amazing footage. Let's see. I'm trying to think whose turn it is. Michael, you want to react to that first?
Yes. Number one, I love the color. I wonder if it glows at night.
Yes.
Second, I just love the sound inside the car. You can literally hear the sound, and it's like, oh, I felt like I was in heaven just hearing that sound, and the way that thing revs up. It's like, wow.
Yeah, that's a special machine. And Virgil?
Oh yeah, that thing is great. That power plant there, and the way you could just hear that blower there, just you hear that whine is just something unbelievable about that sound. I just wanted to hear the wheels chirp in the second, you know.
Yes. Yes. And go ahead, Rob.
You think the salesman ended up keeping it for himself after test driving it?
I'd be tempted. I'll tell you that.
Yes.
Well,
I think we talked about with this before. You can remember? Can you imagine the engineer from the paint department saying, "I want to paint a car this color"? No one had a color like that.
yeah.
And they agreed to go with it. What a smart idea on their part.
Yeah, that's impressive. They got that through the corporate veil, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of times corporate just want to prove anything outrageous like that.
Yep. But that does look great.
But
It
man,
sure does.
The price tag on that one is hope somebody's playing Powerball.
Yeah.
So
I did not look up the price, but I'm
that's
sure
what
that's a pretty
you gotta
penny
be
for
playing
that.
Powerball for that type of for that, just looking at it, just that type of vehicle right there, the craftsmanship put into it is that's
Top
yeah.
of the line motor.
You know, that's one of those.
power
It's
plant.
not a $50,000 car. You know, it's almost like a $50,000 motor.
Yes, exactly. I bet that's well over 100. Yeah, you're right. We do have comments coming in. We've got BCJ Vid saying hello back. And I think this is a friend of Virgil's, Kyle Phillips. He says that
Yep.
GTX makes my panties wet.
Oh yeah.
And I think
is
we're
Kyle. That
we're all
is Kyle.
suffering from that right now.
That is
Cool deal.
Kyle. Yep, panties. That is Kyle.
Nice. Thank you, Kyle. Yeah, we're all suffering from that right now for sure. But cool deal. So let's see what else we've got here. Let me get myself in the right screen. We are on item number 5. Our good friend Elaine LaRiviere, and I have a new image of her. This is her on the right. And they were at Bentley Saloon cruise night last night. That was a photo that was taken there. But on the 20, when the heck was it? I think it was on the 22nd of July. She was at a car show in Saco, Maine, and got some images for us. So let me pull that up here and we'll take a look. She always gets good images for us. Let's take a look. So yeah, thank you so much to Elaine for those amazing images. We really appreciate that. I'm trying to think of whose turn it is to start first with reactions. Is it your turn, Rob?
Sure, I'll go.
All right.
There was at the beginning there was SS Nova that looked really good, and then I seen a couple more others in there. I think it was the third one was an SS Nova.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think. Whoops, I just passed it right there.
Yeah, and then one after that was a purple car. I wasn't sure what it was.
Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah. That's a neat looking one. That one that you just passed.
That Cuda? Is that a Cuda?
That's a Plymouth.
Nice, yeah.
And you had a picture of a comet.
Yes, I was just going to say that. That's something I'm concerned about too. I'd like to know what year that is.
Yeah, they're not a common car at a car show.
Back
It's a
in
light
60
yellow.
Yeah.
back in 64 or 63.
And there was
Is that it right there? Right.
There we go.
there it is.
Yeah,
There it is.
That's
yes.
64 or 63.
Yeah, that's
My
nice.
girlfriend had one of these. That was her first car, but I forgot what year she told me it was. She was going down the hill and the brakes let go, and after that, the car just disappeared, and that was the end of it. But now
no.
I think if she had that car, my God, the value of that car today would be worth quite a bit.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're in
in the
about
middle-
30s.
In the middle there somewhere there was a rat rod, and then there was a rat rod tractor trailer, it looked like. And rat rods really in pictures you don't do justice because you got to look at the detail those guys put in it. Like most of the
Yeah.
time they don't have a gas pedal. They got like a wrench for a gas pedal and a
Yeah.
piston sticking up for a shifter. And there's a lot of neat things people do on their rat rods that you don't see in a picture. There's the highway truck.
Perfect
one, eh?
example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good looking paint job on that one.
On that purple?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
I'm
just
having a hard time
nice.
stopping on it. There we go. And then it was a mid 60s Charger. I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
I
think that
right
was
there.
red.
Right there.
we go.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that right there with the hidden lights. Oh,
Yeah, that's sweet.
yeah. That was one
Yeah,
I had a note for that one.
If I'm not Virgil, if I'm not mistaken, I think that had a vacuum, didn't it, for the lights?
Yeah.
to flip up?
Yep, that's just like those old Fords, all the vacuums for the headlights and the whatever. I forget what other things ran on that vacuum, but yeah. I think Thunderbirds ran that way also.
This almost looks like Plymouth Dale's car, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. Hey, Mike, I think I seen that Javelin in there for you too.
Yes, I did see that. Where was that? I don't remember where that was, but I did see that Javelin. That was pretty cool.
I was like, you brought up Javelins, and here it goes.
Yes, and I also want to point out one other quick thing. I got to give a shout out here because you'll see how this all comes together in a moment. Now, this purple truck, it's not a muscle car. This purple truck belongs to Derek Rabita, who's a frequent contributor to this podcast. He's got a great YouTube channel. I think it's called Japanese Mini Truck YouTube channel. Worth a look. And, of course, he is good friends and was introduced to me by Elaine. See how the circle comes together?
Yep.
So that's Elaine and Derek. And, they're both frequent contributors to the podcast, and we very much appreciate that. So I had to pause there and give him a shout-out because
And that looks like maybe a Mazda or a Datsun and something, just by the front
Nissan,
end.
yeah.
It's a Nissan hardbody, I think.
Exactly, yeah.
But yeah, when that truck passed, I was like, wait a minute, hold on, I know that truck.
Definitely. That's been on this channel many times, yeah. Oh, and we've got comments coming in here. Let's take some comments here, and then we'll move on to the next. But Ocean's Breeze 777 says he had a 76 Mercury Comet. Wonderful. Oh, and this is Michael's girlfriend. Outstanding. Cool deal. Let me pop that on the screen too. So this is Michael Delage's girlfriend.
Okay,
Nice.
I'm happy she's replying about it because I was concerned about what year the car was that she had.
Yeah, very cool. Well, she's a breath of fresh air. The ocean breeze coming in here like that. We appreciate that. Cool deal. Cool deal. So let me take this off the screen here because we've got so much more to do here and not a lot of time to do it. We're on item number 6. Now, I've misspelled his name there. It says Bill Still. It's actually Bill Stull. And if you're a viewer of our Vintage Snowmobile podcast, he's been on there several times. He's considered the Rupp guy. If you're familiar with the Rupp brand of vintage snowmobiles, he is the guy for that. But he also has a shop where he does restorations and custom muscle cars, collector cars, things like that. And he sent me some footage of a project he just completed. I think you guys are going to like this. Let's take a look. So yeah, thank you so much to Bill Stull for those amazing images. We really appreciate that. And is it Virgil's turn to go first with a reaction, or
No, but I'll do it.
should go for it? Yeah,
All right. Was that a 58 Impala?
it was a 58. I think, yeah, 58 Chevy. I don't know if it's an Impala, but yeah, 58 for sure.
Yeah, I think I believe that's an Impala there. But I'd like to see that in the burnout contest, especially with those dual quads that Edelbrock there.
Yes, let me get a better shot of it right there. Whoops, it's hard to pause right on it. There we go.
Yeah, that those dual quads right there. I'd love to see that in the burnout contest.
Yes, for sure. And Virgil?
Oh no, I just went.
I'm sorry, Michael. I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
It's a little too much power for me. But I love the paint job. I mean, like, wow, what an awesome paint job. You got that nice little speckle of gold or silver mixed in with the paint. So you got like metallic paint. I mean, I love, my favorite color is this color green, believe it or not.
Nice.
My girlfriend, on the other hand, she's in the same color, but in the blue tone instead of the green. But
teal kind of.
I mean, the thing is, the color of this is just beautiful. I mean,
Yeah.
it looks just so cool.
Yeah, for sure. And Rob?
Oh, I love the car. Great looking car. I like to see what the inside looked like. Is
Yes.
it an automatic or did you put a standard in it?
Good
I like
question.
the way he's got the bow tie at the back there. That's a different design.
That's a nice look, yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that rear end. That's a cool looking rear end. How the indents by the taillights.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. That was
Yeah.
the typical thing with all the Impalas back in that time frame.
Yeah, really nice looking car. And we're trying to get Bill on here. We've been talking for months about having him come on. It's just, scheduling is difficult. But one of these days, we're going to have him on live from his shop. And he's got some really cool cars to show us. And he'll be able to answer our questions on any of these. And
Tell him he's got to
yeah,
do a
really.
burnout with it first before he comes on.
Yeah, exactly. The condition of the appearance. Exactly.
Yeah, record the burnout.
Yes, we do need to see that for sure. And yeah, thank you so much, Bill, for those images. We can't wait to have you on and see some more of what you're doing over there. He does some incredible work. But we are on item number 7. Earlier in the podcast, we had that interview with John. Now we've got part 2 of that interview. So let me cue that up, and the conversation continues. Let's take a look. With our friend John from AUTABUY Magazine. In fact, here's my copy right here, the August edition, to try to line it up with the camera.
You like my effect. Here it goes.
That was nice. Let's do it together, actually.
Okay, all right, here we go.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah, that's cool.
I love it. Good deal. So, John, tell us about some of the more notable cars that are in this edition of AUTABUY Magazine.
Well, okay, so this edition that you've got there, the August, would be on the newsstand right now, and the ones that I sent you a little bit earlier today, I just kind of started from the very front, and, there's always cars in here that kind of pop out at you, and I'm thinking the first one I saw that really jumped out at me was that 55 Chevy 3100 Pro Street truck. What a beautiful piece that is, and most people are going to look at that and they say that's mislabeled. That's a 55 through 59 body style. No, that is a 55, what they called first series, because the 55 through the 59, the square cab truck, which is incredibly popular, that came out mid-year. So this still is a 55, but it's what they call the 55 first series. This truck here, what really struck me was, like if you watch, what's that drag race? The street racing show, those guys are all running twin turbos, for street racing, and you don't see a lot of guys going pro street with vehicles anymore, but this particular guy did. Those things are those big back tires and tons of horsepower. That movement kind of went out back in like the 90s, but this truck is fresh, and I tell you what, that thing would be a lot of fun to drive right there.
For sure. Yeah, that's a sweet example.
Yep.
And then I had this one. I know we talked about this earlier. We about what we're going to put up here. But
yes.
About this one.
Well, I tell you, Pontiacs. I'm kind of a Pontiac fan at heart, and the Super Duties, the big block cars, those are always popular. Anytime you see a fresh restoration, those are always highly sought after cars, and that's a beautiful example right there. We see a lot of those pop up here and there. Not just the Super Duties with the big blocks, but even some of the smaller ones. But this one here was really caught my eye.
Yeah, that's a sweet example right there.
Yep.
And it was a mid-engine C8, I believe.
Yeah. Well, all C8s, that's the newer body style of Corvettes. And when they came out, they were very rare, hard to find. Most of them were spoken for when they got to the dealership, and dealers were able to, demand, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 above retail, and they were getting it, and now we're starting to see some C8s. They got 10, 20,000 miles on them. So the prices on those are coming down, and they came out with the 2023 Z06, which is the high performance package cars, highly optioned cars. So now the lesser option, the first ones that came out, you're starting to see, $80,000 to $100,000 cars, where those cars just a year ago were $120,000, $150,000,
Wow.
So guys like you and I, now we can start to afford them, right?
Exactly. Getting within the grasp of real people.
Of real people, yes. What was the next one I sent you? I can't remember. Was it that Austin Devon?
No, it was Dave Brown. You were talking about value. Well, actually, this is a great transition. We were just talking about value for the average person who's shopping for a muscle car.
Yeah, what a large part of our magazine really reaches out to are the people that, you're not in the group that can afford the 30, 40, 50, $100,000 cars, but they still want to have something to have fun with on a Sunday and go cruising with on a Saturday or something like that. So Dave Brown is just one of the many dealers in our publication here. He's in eastern Iowa on the Mississippi River, but there's a lot of cool cars in there for, $20,000, $25,000. He gets a few higher than that, but there's some good, clean, dependable vehicles in there, for that price range. And we have quite a few in the magazine that actually go underneath that, but Dave's just one dealer. There's many of them. We'll talk about those down the road. That came to mind as I was trying to find some examples to send you here, that the average person, you don't have to, inherit a ton of money to afford some of these things and enjoy them.
For sure. Yeah, for people who are waiting for the, unlike people who are waiting for the lottery, this is available to people right now.
Yes, well, we have our little office pool here, and we're going for the Mega Million to ourselves. But
Yeah,
for those, the majority that'll never win it, there are some cars in the magazine, that anybody can afford.
for sure. And speaking of the lottery, when my day comes, I will be doing some shopping in here. I'll tell you.
Well, good. Give me a call. I'll help you spend it.
Excellent. So, well, before we wrap up, let's do a pan one more time.
Okay, all right, here we go. I'm ready.
All right.
There we go.
Good times, my friend. All right. Well, thank you, John, for coming on.
All right. Yeah, hope to do this again soon.
For sure.
Thank you. All right.
Cool. Yeah. So thank you so much for John for coming on and spending some time with us. Hoping to do some more with him in the very near future. Rob, reaction to that?
I had to put my glasses on because I thought on that one page, that Dave guy, he had a gremlin on there for sale.
Oh, wow.
But it wasn't.
Sure.
Yeah, it looks like a good magazine if you're looking for a car.
Yeah, definitely. And it is available in Canada too, by the way. So next time you're at a gas station or anywhere that sells magazines, take a look. I know it's for sale at a lot of Walgreens and Walmarts and a lot of retailers. Anywhere that has a magazine rack, you can very frequently find this magazine.
I'll have to look that up.
In fact, one more shameless plug for them because they were so good about coming on. That's their website. You can browse cars for sale right now on that website, and you can also subscribe and get a copy of that magazine in your hands. Virgil, reaction?
Well, I really, like you say, I like the magazine. I don't have one I don't have it personally right now, but that'll be one of those I'll be looking for. But that Firebird right there, that Trans Am right there, that looks so sweet, especially that white with the blue bird on there.
Yes.
Oh man, such a sweet thing. But as you were going through the segment there, I went on their website there and I found what is this? Pontiac Fiero.
Oh, nice. Let me put you full screen. Do you have it? You can put on the screen, or because I'll put you full screen if you've got it.
Sure. Yeah, Pontiac Fiero there.
Nice.
It's all, what's it called? Unrestored. And I'm like, oh man. But the things that you can do with that car now,
Yeah.
Things you can do with that car now, it's just like, oh man. But I haven't seen one of those maybe since the 80s, or the 90s, But,
Right.
Well, Virgil, I see quite a few of them around here at different shows.
Yikes. So I guess I got to move to Massachusetts or come to Massachusetts and find one.
Because there's been a couple car shows I've gone to. I think I've seen like 3 or 4 of them. And it's not just the Fiero. They have the Formula and other versions. I'm like, wow, there was other versions of this?
That's cool.
Here
we go. Let me put you full screen with our mascot, Daisy Lou.
There's Daisy Lou. There she goes.
Yeah. She spent 2 weeks downtown Toronto. I went to the Amsoil convention.
Nice.
She became a city dog.
Yeah.
Now, if we call her name, will she recognize us calling her name? Daisy Lou. Hey, Daisy Lou. How about the other guys? The other guys try it. See if you get a response.
Daisy, who's calling you? Who's calling you?
Daisy Lou.
Yeah, I saw her ears perk a little. Very cool. Very cool. So cool.
Daisy
Our last
Who.
Daisy Lou Who. Yes.
And change her into a Dr. Seuss character.
Yes. Daisy Lou Who, whose mother lived in a shoe.
There we go.
Mixing up my nursery rhymes, but what the heck? It's almost 10 o'clock, right? But well, cool. So we've got one more item to look at. It's item number 8. This is a 1969 Oldsmobile Delta 88 convertible. This car is for sale by our friends over at B&B Auto Sales out in Brookings, South Dakota. Cue that up here and let's take a look. It's taking a moment to load here.
Hey, Virgil, we got to do that Jeopardy theme song again.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Na, 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 na. Daisy Lou. Na, na, na.
Nice.
Hi, this is Dirk from B&B Auto Sales. Today we're going to show you our 69 Olds Delta 88 convertible. Really nice car. The people I got it from drove it in 200 miles. And they had traded in a Corvette earlier, and they said they had a second car that they weren't using. So I bought this one from them. Repaint not that many years ago. You can probably see the shine on it. Got a nice shine to it. They did a very nice job on it. So got some Michelin tires on it. They are older. I know they did have one that actually blow out on the way here. There you can see the reflection, really nice shape. Interior, looks like the face here they redid. Does not match the original color. The back seat's all in good shape. There you can see the boot for the convertible top. Dash is all good. The door panels, a little discoloration on this hard plastic, and but new carpet in it. So just a key buzzer works, as you can hear. So just a really nice car for its age and stuff. 455 automatic, top's in good shape. A few minor flaws, probably original, I would say. Got the hard window in it, but not a lot of flaws on the exterior. You can see that shine on that quarter, and nice straight too. They did a nice job of blocking it out on them big long quarters. That's a big deal, but really looks good. Like I said, great driver car, runs down the road good. Really not any issues with the exterior or the interior, so just a great car to go and enjoy. So you got any, like I said, the only thing I know you probably want to do, just I think tires got a little age, you probably want to put some. We're gonna start up our 69 Olds 88 convertible. Runs really good. The 455 in it. The people that got it from drove it in 200 miles. Them are actual miles. I have a copy of the previous title from them, and then they signed an odometer station. So blinker to the left, blinker to the right. See, fuel gauge is half tank. Horn does not work. There's your wipers. Yep, fan works. Don't believe it. There's some static from the radio, but that's about it. Won't pick up the station. Show you the lights here. And I'll take the top. See the top going up, the top coming down. They had some head work done on it, so that just put hard seats in it or whatever, so it could take a better fuel. Like I said, they drove it in 200 miles. There's the headlights. It said got a 455 in it. Your tail lights. So your dome light does not, I don't know what down here. Let's see. I can't tell if dome light works, but the horn does not work, and then the air conditioning is missing the compressor in the lines. So, but you got a convertible, so you don't need air conditioning. Any questions? 605-695-7391.
So yeah, thank you so much to Dirk at B&B Auto Sales for that cool footage. Really appreciate it. Michael, I think it's your turn for a reaction.
Yes, my favorite cars were Oldsmobiles. Then when Oldsmobile went adios, unfortunately, to me it was sad. I was just hoping Oldsmobile would keep in business, but they could never get rid of the stereotype, grandpa's car. Yeah. Even though they made the Alero and other sporty cars, they still couldn't get rid of that motif that was stuck with them. It was like a curse, you know, knowing that it was grandpa's car.
Exactly. Even the 442, you would think that would be enough to break that stigma, but I guess it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Sure.
I mean, well, look at the 442. How many years was it in production? I mean, when you have something, it's just like the Henry Ford. you know, how long can you make the same kind of car until people say, the heck with it, I'm sick of this. I want something different. I want a different style, different color, so on. It's the same thing with the 442. After a while, it's just like, okay, this is old school. It's time to move on. We got to have a different engine and a different everything.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Virgil?
Yeah, great car. And like Mike was saying, those 442s that Regal you showed earlier that you had a picture of, they had a Cutlass those years right there, 80s and in the 80s there, that ended up being a 442 there also.
Yeah.
But like you say, still not the same, you know. But that one right there, it looks like bones to be a great car right there.
Definitely,
a good freeway cruiser.
Yes. Yeah.
I know one day I want to do a collage on Oldsmobiles from the very early years I have to the later years, and you know, just to do a celebration of the car itself.
Yeah, it was a great brand for sure. Yeah.
I used to have a 71. I had a 71 Cutlass that I sold before I moved here to the Northeast.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of, it's one of those where it's like, ugh, I hated that. I hate today that I sold that car.
I bet. Yeah. No doubt. Those are sweet.
Even though I can't drive, I'm still mad that I sold the car.
I have a friend. Believe it or not, I have a friend in Valley Falls in Cumberland that used to live in Valley Falls in Cumberland, and he refused to go to car shows because he said, "Oh, I had a GTO, I had this, I had that," and now he has hardly no money, and he's got basically just like it's not really a piece of junk, but he's driving around like a little Dodge Aries and a little older, small, economical cars. And he used to have these big, powerful cars at one time. And he said, I cry. I'm sorry I got rid of a lot of this stuff. And now, you know, I'm like, I could be super rich with all the cars I used to have.
Yeah. You know what they say about 20/20 hindsight, you know?
Yes.
But yeah, we are at the top of the hour here. It is time to close out the program. Now, Rob had to go. He sent me a message that he had to leave. He had something to take care of, but he said to make his apologies for him and to say goodbye, which I'm doing right now. And just a couple of quick comments. Virgil, any final thoughts?
No final thoughts. Just hey, happy to hang out with you guys tonight.
Yeah,
cool
same
deal.
here.
Yeah.
And Virgil, I haven't forgot about the Mercuries. I want to do a thing on Mercuries. But I always forget what kind of car it is, the Mercury you want. But
you know, Mercury Montego.
Well, I probably won't remember that, but hopefully somebody can write me a little message and I can say, okay, let me see if I have that.
No problem.
Cool deal. Oh, and you know what I forgot is Michael Delage, who's with us tonight in the center of the screen. He does a wonderful Facebook group called New England Classic Cars Facebook group. Yeah, he does an excellent group. There's a link to it in the description. So if you like the images you were looking at tonight that Michael shared with us, there's a whole lot more of that on his Facebook group. It's very much worth a look. Just click the link there and you'll find it. And it's time well spent.
I'm just going to make one quick note that I also, every so often, I'll put up a little note. If anybody wants to see a particular car, just tell me the year, make, and model. And if I got pictures, I'll put a whole collage of the pictures of that one car, from inside the engine compartment to the interior and everything else. That way, so they can really fully see all around the car, interior, and everything.
Yes, Michael has a voluminous collection of images that he's taken at car shows over the years, and just a massive, massive collection. So if there's a certain car you'd like to see, he probably has it, and just message us here at the podcast, and we'll get that through to him. But yeah, with that, it's time to close out the program. And as always, we do give the last word to our friends at Amsoil. Thank you, Michael and Virgil, for coming on tonight, and to our viewers as well. We really appreciate it. And have a good week, everyone.
Yep, you too. Thank you.
Take care.
Yep.
Hello, everyone. This is Rob and Mike. How you doing today, Rob?
I'm doing good. Mike, yourself?
Very well. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. Now, today, we're going to be talking about Amsoil. And in a few moments, we're going to show you how you can get the deepest discounts, free shipping, and free gifts when you order your Amsoil products through us. But first, I'm going to ask Rob to give you a quick description of what Amsoil is and why you should consider using Amsoil products in your motorized vehicles.
Thanks, Mike. Amsoil is 100% synthetic oil. Everybody uses Amsoil for a different reason. Some people like the benefits that Amsoil is warranted for 25,000 miles or 1 year. The reason we can do that is because Amsoil doesn't oxidize. It doesn't form the usual carbons, gums, sludges like petroleum oils do. That's why we can keep it in the engines longer. Petroleum oils never do wear out. They oxidize themselves. That's why they have to be changed at 3,000 kilometers. And Amsoil likes the benefit that you only have to change the oil once a year. That saves some money. Some of the people like the benefit of Amsoil is it's a slipperier type lube. By having a slipperier type lube, it cuts down friction and drag. By less friction and drag, engines run 20 to 50 degrees cooler, better gas mileage. Now, Amsoil says 25% more protection than the industry requires is in the Amsoil bottles. My average customer gets about 10% increase in gas mileage. That's a big savings.
Yeah.
And by cutting down friction and drag, for every 10 degrees you cut down the friction and drag, doubles the life of the engine. So by having the engine run cooler, it makes it last longer. Some people like the benefit of the range of the Amsoil. Amsoil's flash point is 425 degrees, and it pours at 50 below zero. Wow. If you ever tried petroleum oil when it's 10 below, it turns to honey. And in the summertime, petroleum oil thins out, and once it thins out, that's when it starts breaking down. So Amsoil is an all-season oil, can give you better gas mileage, longer engine life, less maintenance. It ends up being cheaper over a year's time running Amsoil than it is petroleum oils.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And Amsoil is available for pretty much any motorized vehicle, anything from lawn equipment, cars, trucks, boats, ATVs, motorcycles, snowmobiles.
Yep. And a lot of people phone me up and say, well, what's the benefit of our gear lube? Exactly what I told you about the engine oil. It pours in cold weather, it runs cooler, makes the equipment last longer. And they say, well, what's the benefit of the small engine? Same thing. Makes the engine run cooler, last longer, better performance. So it saves on all the applications that Amsoil has available.
Wonderful, wonderful. So yeah, let's talk now. Hopefully this has convinced people to think about maybe joining us in the Amsoil experience. Let's talk about some of the discounts and free shipping and how that all happens. I'm going to pop a graphic on the screen. And yeah, by all means, if you want to talk people through how this preferred customer program works.
Amsoil has a number of different programs. One of our main ones is a catalog customer, where somebody can order directly out of our catalog. If they order out of the catalog, they order $100 worth, Amsoil will ship it right to their house. But our best program is our preferred customer. For only $10 for 6 months, you become a preferred customer, you save 25% on all the product. You order $100 worth, they're going to give you free shipping. You don't have to order a whole case. You can mix and match. Say you want 4 bottles of small engine, 7 bottles of 5W30, and a couple of gear loops. You can mix and match. You can order 1 bottle at a time if you want. There's no minimums, no maximums. By being a preferred customer, you save over 25% on all the products you're going to buy. Amsoil sends you extra gifts, a $5 gift certificate on your birthday, $5 when you renew your account, and stuff like that. So it's a good way to save on some of the products you want to buy.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, it's an incredible value. And this is the deepest level of discount that anyone can get when ordering Amsoil. Is that correct?
It is. It is.
Wonderful, wonderful. So let's take people through the step-by-step experience of placing an Amsoil order. Then that would include signing up for the preferred customer preferred customer program, so they can receive those deepest levels of discount. So let's go to the website. This is what the website's going to look like. These are some screenshots. Once you go to amsoil.com, there's a link in the description, or you can just type that into a browser, amsoil.com. This is the page you land on. At the upper corner of the page there, you see how I've circled in red. That is the link to click, the Join Now link. That will take you to the Preferred Customer Program page, where you can take advantage of all of these discounts and free shipping and everything that we've just been talking about. This is what that page looks like. In the lower right, you're going to click Join Now. This will pop up. You select the duration you'd like, whether it's 6 months or 12 months, and click Add to Cart. Now, once this pop-up goes away, you'll be back on the main page. And the upper left, you'll see where I've got that red arrow. It says Shop. Now you can start shopping for products, and on your very first order, you're going to get these discounts and the free shipping as long as it's over $100. You'll get all of these benefits right away. So once you click Shop, it's going to take you to the product page. There's different types of oils, lubricants, so on and so forth. For the benefit of this exercise we're doing now, I'm just going to click motor oil. It shows different types of motor oil. Let's click gasoline. Now this takes us to an item. It's their synthetic motor oil. And you can see the item there, and there's choices for different viscosities. But take a look at the price. Let's take a closer look. Let's zoom in. But if you've joined the Preferred Customer Program first, you're going to automatically get the deepest levels of discount. That's what we're looking at here. You're saving $3.80 on that quart of oil. Instead of paying $16.29, you're now paying $12.49 for that quart of oil. That is the deepest level of discount you can possibly get. And then you just add the quantity that you'd like. You select any other items that you're thinking about, add them to the cart. And once you click Add to Cart for the final time, you're going to see this come up at the top of the screen. It's going to show your items and the total that you're at so far. Pardon me. And then you just click View Cart in the upper right, and that'll take you to your cart. Take a close look here at the upper right. That blue box shows that you're getting free shipping. You're eligible for free shipping on this order because it's over $100. That little yellow box shows that you've got the preferred customer membership on your order that gives you the deepest levels of discounts for the next 6 to 12 months. And then below that, you've got the items that have been selected. For the exercise here, I selected 9 quarts of the Signature Series, but that brings us up over $100 for the free shipping. We're saving $34.20. And if you're ready to finish, you click checkout now, and that takes you to this screen here. If you haven't signed up with an Amsoil account at this point, just click in the lower right to create an account, create a new account. It's going to ask you for some basic information, name, and those types of things. Now let's take a closer look. You'll see this gray shaded box. This is a very important box. This is going to ask you if someone has referred you to Amsoil. And if so, please enter my name. My name is Mike LaRiviere. It's spelled right there on the screen for the correct spelling. And also the referral number, 304-555-94. That's how you make sure that Rob and I get credit for this. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I have signed up for Amsoil under Rob. So when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. So if you enjoy these podcasts that we're doing, this is a wonderful way to support the podcast, because when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. And the commissions I make go directly toward offsetting the cost of doing these podcasts. So I thank you in advance for that, for using my referral number. I very much appreciate it. And once you've done that, you just go into the next screen to enter your payment information, and you're done. Now, once you've placed your order that's over $100, and that order includes your Amsoil Preferred Customer Program, you are now eligible to get a free DVD from myself. Now, this is going to be either a muscle car DVD or a vintage snowmobile DVD. Use the email address on the screen, wkspodcasts@gmail.com. Send me an email. Let me know which DVD you would like me to send you, the muscle car or the vintage snowmobile DVD, and I'll get that right out to you. As you're typing in that email, in the subject line, be sure and type in capital letters, free DVD requests, so it stands out as I'm checking my email, and we'll get that right out to you. So I guess the last thing, Rob, that we wanted to talk about is if someone is considering Amsoil as a business opportunity.
Yes. If anybody has a retail or a commercial account and they would like to buy directly from Amsoil, just send Mike a line. He'll show you how to set up, and you can buy directly from Amsoil. But if you are interested in starting your own part-time business, a part-time business that can grow into a full-time income, Mike and I will show you the Amsoil marketing plan. Amsoil has a large selection of products that cover almost every application. So it doesn't matter if you're into snowmobile, boating, or ATVing, or hot rods, we have an oil for every application. It's a fun type business that I really enjoy doing. Where else can I go and have fun and make money doing it? And Mike and I are here to help you all the way along. If you need any help on how to promote or to find new accounts, we're here to help you.
For sure. So when you sign up under that number, this 304-555-94, you're getting Rob and I as a team. Now, Rob has been doing Amsoil for 40 years. Can you believe that? 40 years. So he knows every aspect of this business, and he knows all of the ins and outs of the products. So he'll be able to help you with any kind of product questions or any kind of questions to show you the different business models that you can do with Amsoil. And then the other thing that you get when you sign up under me is I've got a strong background in social media. So if you need some coaching on how to generate Amsoil leads using Facebook and YouTube, I'm happy to coach you with that when you sign up under Rob and I. You get both of us as a team to help you, to coach you, to support you, whatever you need to get you off and running with this business and having fun with it. Like Rob said, it's an enormous amount of fun. If you're like Rob and I and you enjoy going to any kind of boat shows, car shows, motorcycle shows, snowmobile shows, anything with a motor, you like going to those shows, those events, those races, this is a great way to turn that into a income opportunity for you.
Yes. And just by wearing my Amsoil hat at one of these events, people come up and ask me about Amsoil. People don't know where to buy it, and I'm there to help them, show them where they can buy the product.
Perfect. Well, cool. Well, this is great. Any final thoughts, Rob, before we wrap it up?
Amsoil's a fun business. Amsoil's been around since 1968. It was the first synthetic oil to be AI approved.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And that's very early in the game too, isn't it?
Yes.
For sure. Well, good. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for viewing. Hopefully, we've gotten you excited as we are about the Amsoil products. We'd love it if you could join us either as someone who uses the Amsoil products or to join the Amsoil team as a business opportunity. And we thank you so much for viewing. Have a great day.
You have a good day.